All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is King of Cards Tarot Readings. You know what it is. You know how I do. I'm always looking for the good. I'm always trying to find the good. I'm always trying to make things better. So, yeah, things have been moving along for us. We started to pivot, started to transition, and what I'm seeing here is, yesterday we took account of our situation, our belongings, and today looks like a reappraisal of our goals, of our vision for what we want out of life and from ourselves and from the world. And yeah, a little bit of regret for just all the misplaced time and attention, all the things we didn't do, we wanted to, all the things we did, we wish we hadn't. So let's do this flash reading. Basically, yeah, take a look at how you see the world in terms not of what you see the world as, but like what you see as available to you. What do you see that you're willing to reach out to or take from? Like, what's your playground? What is your safe space? What are you allowed to have or do? Take a look at that in yourself. And I guess it's like be willing to let go of losses and regret and reach out for new opportunities. Um, Reorient yourself towards the things you want and desire. Okay, so we'll jump into the reading. For our main issue, we have the sun. And for me, this card represents the core issue. So I'm seeing this right now as your goal, vision, purpose, um, in contrast to yesterday's um, 10 of discs, which was like what you've acquired. So this is saying, regardless of what you have, what are you working towards? What's your core goal? What what's at the center of your purpose in the world? Is it to impact the world? Is it to be famous? Is it to find love? Is it to have a family? What's the core of your drive? What motivates you to make the decisions that you make and to a certain degree what has motivated the decisions you've made, because I'm not getting that now is the time to change your life's purpose, and I don't think you want to. I think it's more that you feel either far from your goal or like you've wasted energy that hasn't translated to your goal. Like you've made choices based on your purpose, but the outcome of those choices hasn't at least appeared to serve your dream, your vision. So, for our right hand opposal, our future state, our helpful influence, we have the Chariot, which, if you watched yesterday's reading, you'll see is in the exact same place. And so, this is pointing me again. I'll try and restate it. But this concept of conveyance, of not movement in the sense of physical travel, but movement in the sense of something changes place. It goes from one place to another place, and it's now in that new place. But also to say that the thing is not bound to a place, it is able to move. So, what I'm getting from this is like with your core purpose, not everything, but most other things are movable, and moving things around can actually like super serve your core purpose, allowing things to move and change. You don't have to change your core purpose, but you can change things in your life or just move things around while still maintaining that core focus. Okay, and then our left opposal, our past tense, or our unhelpful influence, we have Six of Wands in reverse called Victory. And yeah, for me, this is about actions which achieve their intent. Like, I like to say, this is ringing the bell. Like, you hit the hammer, the thing goes up, it rings the bell. Or this is hitting the target. And if it's a bullseye you're aiming for, it's a bullseye you hit. If you're just trying to hit the target, you hit the target. This is not a miss. However, seeing this in reverse as my antithetical influence is what's giving me this idea that, like, the things you've accomplished already, where you achieved a goal, feel like to some degree they're not or haven't served your core purpose or your core goal or your vision for life. And you're wondering, like, what was it worth accomplishing these things if they don't lead to my core purpose? And so I'm feeling that right now, because yesterday we had, what did we have here? It was Six of Swords, which was giving me the feeling of the skills that you've learned that don't seem applicable, but actually are, you can translate them into other arenas and to be ready for that translation. So here what I'm saying is that 6 of swords was is now offset by the 6 of wands. Both were in reverse. And 6 of wands is saying, kind of hearkening back to yesterday, saying those skills that you've learned basically came from these accomplishments. And although those accomplishments don't directly parlay into your core vision, you acquired things out of that when refocused towards your core vision, towards your goal, will serve you, will serve this vision. And so, yeah, this vertical spectrum from 6 of wands in reverse to the chariot, crossing through the sun, it's making me feel stay focused on your vision, spend time considering your vision, your goal, and what it is, what it means to you, and what it looks like when it is being met, I guess. I don't know. Okay, and then for our deck top card, we have 3 of swords called sorrow. Yeah, and for me, sorrow is really about thought being placed on unchangeable things. Eh, it's like stopped at a red light thinking, why won't this light change? It's getting to the store at 7:05 when they close at 7 and thinking, like why won't they serve me, or I wish I would have made it on time. Cuz there's a certain point where things have happened or things aren't ready to happen, and the energy of sorrow, it's interesting because generally I advise against sorrow, and in this I'm almost seeing like let that sorrow, let that rumination highlight for you something about the dynamics of your previous victories, which seem to not serve your life's goal. What what were you trying to accomplish with those victories? Like, did they seem at the time to meet your life's goal, or were you working towards things without first checking in with your purpose? Yeah, interesting. And then the vertical axis here of the sun to sorrow. Yeah, it's just saying to a degree, being so focused on your goal, on your life's purpose, can only lead to sorrow in 99% of occurrence. And those people who like live within that 1%, they right now are looking back on all of these things they've done in service to their life's purpose. And they're questioning, they're saying, wow, when I really look at my life's purpose, when I examine it, I see that those things actually weren't directly serving my purpose in the way I thought they were. And now, as I reappraise, I'm seeing that I have to transition things that I learned, things that I accomplished to this new understanding of my true core purpose. And yeah, I think reevaluation is not necessarily about changing your goal. I think that most of the collective is very clear about their life's purpose. However, I do think perhaps they haven't actually defined it in the physical to themselves or others. And so I think it is worth looking at why were we driven to to accomplish the things we did and have accomplished, and also why have those things not led to us feeling our purpose fulfilled. And as we move forward, what are the things we can move around, need to move around, and like haven't ever tried to move around? And how can we do that while focusing on our goal, our purpose, our vision in a way that it feels like our actions are directly applying to that? So, yeah, I'm going to leave that there. It's been a really good reading. I feel good about it. I feel yesterday and today there was a lot of looking and understanding, and I have high hopes that tomorrow will give us insight as far as what kind of material steps we can start to take to see culmination and fruition of all of the work that we have done and have been doing and are continuing to do. So, I've said it before, and I will say it again. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you will be alerted when new messages drop. This has been King of Cards Tarot Readings. Stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll see you real soon.